Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. In this video I'll be teaching how you can make your own QR code and barcode scanner. So let's get started. So first of all, you need to open your IDE. I use PyCharm. You can use any IDE you want. So for PyCharm you need to install the following libraries. I've already pre-installed them, but I'll show you how you can install them. First of all, you will need OpenCV-Python. So install this library, the one in blue. You need that. Secondly, you need NumPy, and you can see that it's the one on the top. And lastly, you need PyZBar. So installing these three libraries works for this particular code. Alright, so I've already pre-installed them. So when you do that, let's start coding. So first of all, in your code you're going to be importing all these libraries. So import CV2, next up import NumPy as NP, which is the standard notation. Next up we're going to be importing our import pyzbar.pyzbar, and from this we're going to be importing decode, and this is from pyzbar. We're going to be importing decode. So what this decode function is basically just a function in our pyzbar module which will help in decoding our QR code and barcode images. Okay, so I'll come to that a little later on in the video. Where I come to the decoding part, I'll explain what exactly does that function do. So next up, what we're going to be doing is capture equal to cv2 dot video capture, and I'm going to be passing the parameter 0 since I'm going to be reading from my webcam. Next up, I'm going to be doing cap.set. So what this particular function does is it sets a limit to your width and height of your frames that you want to pass as an input. So basically the first parameter that I pass 3 is my prop ID value. So property IDs have different values ranging from 0 to 15 as far as I remember. So in this case I'm going to be passing 3,640. This 3 basically corresponds to the this is the width of the frames in the video feed. Okay, next up I'm going to be setting my height. So cap.set. For the height, the property ID is 4, and I'm going to be passing 480 as the value of the height. So this is basically height of the frames in the video feed. So next I'm going to be looping. So while true, return comma image equal to capture.read. Okay, yeah. So now I'm going to be using the decode function now. So for barcode, in decode, and my input is image. Now I'll come to the decoding part now. So what this decode function does is basically, so I'll just comment it here. So decode function, okay, I just say what the decode function does rather than commenting because I'll take quite some time. So basically decode function from your pyzbar module returns all the information related to that particular image, okay, of your QR code. It specifically returns 4 different fields, namely your data, your type, your rectangle and polygon. Okay, so if you read the documentation of decode, you'll see that the data is the decoded string in bytes, and you need to decode this data using the UTF-8. This is a decoding method, and this particular method helps to get our data into a string. Okay, next up, our second field is type, and this is only useful for barcodes as it outlines the barcode format. Okay, so when we are decoding barcodes, you need this type. The third is your rectangle. The third field is a rectangle, which is basically just a rectangle object which represents the captured localization area. And the fourth field is polygon, which is a list of point instances which represents the barcode or QR code. Basically your boundary is made up of small points, right? Continuous segment of points. So the polygon field is just a list of those points. Okay, so that's what our decode function does. So what we're going to be doing is in our for loop, So for barcode and decode image, I'm going to be saying my data equal to barcode, sorry, not BR code, barcode dot data dot decode. And since I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be using the UTF-8 method for getting my data into string, and I'm going to be printing my data. So print my data. Good. Next up, I'm going to be using points equal to numpy.array, and I'm going to be passing my barcode dot polygon, and I'm going to be using np dot int 32-bit integer. Okay, so the logic behind this particular line of code is that I want to make a boundary around my QR code. Now another option rather than using the polygon is using the cv2.rectangle. You will now ask, why didn't you use the cv2.rectangle function? Well, the reason behind not using that particular function is, if you have an angle, if you're scanning with an angle, or if your QR code is slightly tilted, the rectangle won't be a good fit around your boundary. You need something that fits dynamically as your point of view changes from your camera angle, right? So that's why we're going to be using the polygon, which is made up of all the points. So that's why I defined points as np.array and use the polygon thing. So it'll return all the points, and from that we'll form our boundary. Okay, and next up I'm going to be reshaping these points. So points dot reshape, and the parameters going to be passed here are -1, 1, 2. If you're interested in what these parameters mean, you can read the documentation you can just search up the documentation and read up on that. Next up, I'm going to be using cv2.polylines, which is basically going to make my boundary, and I need the boundary on my image. Next up, and I'm going to be using the points that we just defined earlier, and my boundary is closed. That's why I'm going to be passing true, and I'm going to be defining a color. So this is 0, 0, 255. You can choose any color you want. If you have no idea how I define color in the form of 3 comma separated values, check out the digital image basics video, in which I discuss about how do we define colors in terms of pixels digitally, and check out that video. I'll insert the I tag above, so you'll have better clarity after watching that video. Okay, so, and my thickness is 5 here. Okay, next up, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be defining something called as points2, and this is going to be my barcode dot rectangle. So the objective now is, I've got my boundary and I want to display the text or the message that is my data on top of that boundary or my rectangle. Now the thing here is, if I tilt my camera angle, or if I tilt my QR code, I want my data, my message, to be static where it was. So I want to display my message on top of my QR code and let it stay where it was. I don't need to move or rotate that message, right? So what we are going to be doing is, we're going to be fixing that message by using the rectangle field that we get when we decode our QR code, right? The decode, as I mentioned, returns 4 fields, namely your data, your polygon, your rectangle, and it returns your type. So we're going to be using the rect from that particular field. Okay, so that's why using points2 equal to barcode.rect. Now we are going to be putting text, so cv2.put text into my image, and the text to be displayed is my data. And now we want to display this at starting of points2 and of 0, and this is my starting point, and display up to points2 of 1. Next up, I'm going to be defining the font, so you can just write whatever you write. I'll just take the first one, font Hershey Simplex. Now font scale, say 1.2. Font color, I'll just say 0, 255, 255, and say my thickness is 3. Okay, this should be a comma. Next up, since I've defined everything I need to, I'll just show my image. So cv2.im show. Now my window name, say I can give anything, say answer or final answer or output, whatever you want, and my window to be showed as image. And I'll just put some delay and 1. And this is a good habit in destroying all your windows after you've done your coding, just to save computing time. So you should destroy all windows, and that should do the trick. Okay, I think this is a capital W. Cool. So let's just run and see if this works. Okay, this works, and you can see my webcam feed. So I've got some sample QR codes on my phone, which I'll just show you and decode it. So this particular thing can decode barcodes as well. So I'll show a couple of examples for that as well. So let's just start with this. Say I have this QR code. Okay, that closed some up. Let's just run it again. Okay. Okay, there seems to be some error. Let's just figure out what's happening here. So it says that cv2 dot. Okay, so something's wrong in line 18. Okay, let's just check that out. Oh, okay, so this is points 2, not points. Okay, it should work now. Yes, it's working. It's not interrupting. Now, let's just I'll show you some sample QR codes which I've downloaded. So say I've got this is some site called xamarin.com, and I just picked it up from Google Images. This is razorpay.com. Let's just try a barcode. So this is 0036, some number, and you can also have different sites. I've got one for Wikipedia. Let's just try that as well. Just a moment. So okay, this is for Wikipedia. You can even check out the link by clicking on the data that you see down on the bottom side of your window. This is another side. This is okay. This is Razorpay again. You can also display messages if you want, right? It's not necessarily that it has to be a link. Say this QR code displays hello. This one, okay, that's Xamarin again. This is Razorpay again. This is hello. This is I love you. This is your Xamarin. I had another one. Yeah, this displays welcome. So you can have different QR codes, as you can you just saw right now. So I'll just stop the program for now. So by running this code, you have made your own QR code scanner. Okay, so this can work for barcodes as well. And a few applications for this particular code is that it can be used in employee identification. It can be used as password for your lockers or your safes. Okay, so that's a few applications of this code. So if you like the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I make more content like this. Check out the other videos on the channel as well. Press the bell icon to stay notified. And that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.